Steph Curry recently said that he didn't believe that man had actually landed on the moon. And you have an interesting take on this.
I got a great take.
Let's hear it.
You and I, because one of the reasons I got a Tesla is you.
Okay.
Right?
I'll take that.
And I thought it was fly. I've been seeing it.
How do you like it, by the way?
It's the best.
The best car.
If you drive another car after driving a Tesla for a year, you will crash.
Yeah.
Because other cars don't alert you. Other cars are not engaged with you.
Best car I've ever owned.
Best car.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. And okay, so I'm on Tesla Mulholland here in Los Angeles, and my phone drops. My phone drops.
Okay.
Do you know why my phone dropped? The phone drops because phones are connected by cell towers.
Okay.
Not satellites. Cell towers.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't get my phone to work on Mulholland in 2018, but we took a plane, a jet, left our atmosphere, went to a moon that's floating with us, shot off a space shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
The spaceship kept going around the moon. This goes down, lands on the moon. They get out, they jump around, and they take a picture. So I said, who took the picture? If he's the first man on the moon, who took the picture?
Wasn't it a two-man crew?
But Armstrong, when they showed it, was the first man on the moon.
Right.
So then all of a sudden they ran out and took a picture and shot back this way. Oh, this is a great shot. Stay still. Here's the space thing. Here's the guy jumping on the moon. That's Earth in the background with no stars. And there's them on the moon acting like it's at this point. Wait. Then they get back on. They throw a couple of rocks. They leave American flag. They look around. They get back on. And they take off. And they connect to the spaceship. And they come back to Earth.
Mm-hmm. So you say it's all bullshit?
In 1968.
Mm-hmm. Now, you do know this now was not the first attempt of them trying to do this.
Once again, 1968. Now, with that being said, I'm on Best Damn Sports Show, and I say it in the conference room. Hey, I don't believe this. You've been lying to us all these years. And he goes, oh, my God, I can't believe. Don't say that on television. I say it on television. Buzz Aldrin doesn't want to come on the show now. He hates me. He doesn't want to talk about it. Buzz then says it last year.
What does he say?
I want you to look it up.
Buzz Aldrin.
Mm-hmm. Did we land on the moon?
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen. So in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going.
Let's see that in an instant replay.
Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen. So in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going.
So wait, this is the other part. This is the craziest thing. I'm watching this movie with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney, right? And it says that it's 256 degrees below zero. 256.
I see nothing about this Buzz
Aldrin
story that you're talking about.
This is the whole deal.
Buzz Aldrin was on Apollo 11.
Yeah,
it's established.
I know.
In fact,
I don't believe this is the deal. Once I tell you that, and they saying we did, I got a book because I said this to somebody. He sent me a book called Outer Space, and he goes, John, we did land on the moon. I said, okay, we landed on the moon. He said, but then they ventured to the dark side of the moon, and they realized there was artifacts. just like in the movie Transformer 2, which was funny when I saw it. I applaud Michael Bay. They found that there was other civilizations that already
alien
been there.
artifacts were on the moon.
So if that happens, that means that the concept of Jesus Christ no longer should be used.
What?
They found that there was other civilizations that already been
alien
there.
artifacts were on the moon.
So if that happens, that means that the concept of Jesus Christ no longer should be used.
Okay, and that's according to this one book?
No, that book said it to that point. I read it. I go to it. I'm with Steph, man. I don't believe really anything that they said.
Do you believe that the Earth is round?
I believe the curvature of the Earth is round. Yeah, when I look at it. But the more and more I see flat earthers talking and the more things I read about the point, I think it's another distraction to keep us not paying attention to truth. I think we're living in Hunter games, and the Hunter games, and people just don't realize it.
So there's this mass conspiracy with millions of scientists around the world throughout history that have been purposely lying to the masses, and we're really living on a flat Earth that you could fall off the end of.
No one said you can fall off.
Well, if it's flat, then it doesn't go on forever, right?
It goes on to, well,
you see what I'm saying? So if you fly on a plane, like if you know.
Yeah, I see all the same stuff on Instagram.
You've been all around the world, right?
I know, but I don't remember going on a curve. But what I'm saying, and my daughter hates when I get into this thing. It's been proven. So this is my only point.
Okay.
I'm into astrology. I love looking at things. I got telescopes in my backyard, right next to the bongs, so I see things more clear. And I go to the Griffith Observatory since 1983. And there's a show there called Center of the Universe. And on this show, it said 1,500 years ago, when man said the earth was round, or that we revolve around the sun, those people were murdered. Mm-hmm. It took all the way till we were in Italy to somebody to say, hey, this is a system that floats around on these rings.
Other way around. Everyone was saying that the sun revolved around the earth.
The sun revolved around the earth. And the truth is, we revolve around the sun, which is not the center of the universe, center of the galaxy. It's in the suburbs of the galaxy.
Right, it's just the center of this universe.
Of these planets that we can see.
This galaxy.
The
sun is the center of this particular galaxy.
Questionable, right? In the Milky Way. That's part of that, because we go down and down and down and down. And then it's funny because I'm on Instagram all the time, and I'm looking at it, and I'm right. Like they don't teach a lot of things that you need to know. They teach you things that they want you to think about. And this conversation right now keeps us off of conversations that really make some difference. But I'm just saying that I give everybody a chance to, and I listen to it and I keep it moving. And I make my own assessment. The Dalai Lama said, hear all the stuff, but whatever comes true to your culture, your conscience, follow that.
You're the one who said you walked on the moon when you didn't. Calling the kettle black, if I ever thought of it. Saying I misrepresented myself.
Away from me.
You're a coward and a liar and a thief.
You want me to knock you in the head?
Well, I want you to swear to God on the Bible that you walked on the moon.
Okay.
If you walked on the moon, we're given the opportunity to swear to God that you walked on the moon.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to get the hell knocked out of you if you don't leave me alone.
So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon.
Mr. Sibrel, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. Why don't you talk to the administrator in NASA? We're passengers. We're guys going on a flight.
I don't hit people, but you're going to be on the deck unless you get
I'm heading out. I appreciate it.
And get the hell out of the house.
It's okay.
Well,
take your stuff and get the fuck out. Why don't you quote me and say it's bullshit?
In the shadows in the wrong place. I don't give a damn about all that shit.
You're full of shit.
of lunar orbit being falsified.
Being falsified?
Correct. We got an unedited tape from a source at the Johnson Space Center.
Totally nonsense.
Mr. Sibrel, you do not deserve answers.
If you show this publicly, you're open for a lawsuit. Okay?
The best example of space shuttle fakery is the Challenger disaster. In 1986, the shuttle Challenger exploded about 74 seconds after takeoff, killing all 7 astronauts inside. Or did it? It turns out that 6 of the 7 are still alive and kicking today. Ellison Onizuka claims to be his identical twin brother, Claude. Yeah, I've got an identical twin brother, Claude, too. The Challenger pilot, Mickey Smith, hasn't even bothered changing his name. He's now Professor Michael J. Smith of University of Wisconsin. Now, Krista McAuliffe was a bit of a sneaky one. She was the Challenger payload specialist, quite famous for being a teacher. It turns out during her astronaut days she was using her middle name, Krista, and now she goes by her first name, Sharon, and she's a Syracuse law professor. The Challenger commander, Francis Richard Scobie, is now Dick Scobie, which sounds like a rather unpleasant disease, CEO of Cows in Trees Limited. Judith Resnick, the Challenger mission specialist, again hasn't even bothered changing her name. She's a professor at Yale Law. And finally, Ronald McNair, another Challenger mission specialist, claims to be his identical twin brother, Carl McNair. What are the odds?